people and say, if you're feeling, you have to be able to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, reaching, and this is also another thing as well that's important. If anybody can take anything from this, other than, you know, suffer the slings and arrows, because it will make you a better person, is if you are feeling in a dark space, turning around and saying, oh, you've got to talk to somebody. You know, like when you see those suicide help prevention, there's people out there with suicidal they won't even talk to their wife. So trying to force somebody to get into a position where you want them to talk, sometimes you need to catch somebody with a belt around their neck, ready to tie it to the end of the door. Do you know what I mean? You know, but what I would implore people to do, if you know somebody, I'm not saying to the person who's feeling this way, but if you know somebody who's going through a rough patch and has maybe said some sketchy stuff, give them a ring. Just give them a ring. Say, you all right, mate? You know, do you fancy coming out for a pint or whatever? Even if they say no, go around and see them. Do you know what I mean? Because you never know. Because that could be the day that you stop them taking, you know, and they take the belt off of their neck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
yeah, man. I listen. I had a moment in my life where I want to take my own life as well. So
it's a dark place.
I know exactly what you're saying. And it's the only thing that stopped me from doing it was I had told myself that I wanted there to be more to my life than just that.
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be. It must have been in all of 10 seconds, but in these 10 seconds I was thinking there's got to be better than this. There's got to be. I must be able to turn it round, and there's more that I want to show of myself. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And at that time, I felt like it was just me on the island, and you know, this one truck that was going to come in, truck or bus or something like that was going to come in, and I just decided to just step forward or back. I don't remember which way it was, forward or back, to move out of the way of it. And I'm glad I did that, because there's a lot of things that I've never would experience that I. You know what I mean?
You stayed in its way.
And you stayed in its way. I totally understand that thought or feeling when you feel like you've got nothing else to do and nobody else even cares, if you were here or not. You know? Well,
the mad part about that was when I was going through that, but I was only 14, 15 years old, and you know. What does a 14, 15 year old have to offer the world other than their existence and their learning? You know, so I was like, well, you know, because you're very rational when you're autistic. Do you know what I mean? You know, you know, I didn't know I was at the time, but looking back on it, it's like, well, I was going to miss me. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's like I haven't made I haven't put a stamp on anything. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was just like, you know, you just know that you it's like something's got to give. Something's got to give, and it just took that moment where I was like, right, okay, I'm gone from being a victim now to being angry, and as I said, you know, that anger was able to be channeled into other avenues, and you know, it really helped, and it really helped me in my adult life as well, because I've also seen what anger can do in the negative. Do you know what I mean? You know, I've seen how anger can hurt people, like really, really hurt people, and not from my hands, but you know, I've seen how, you know, I've always dreamed of retribution. Do you know what I'm saying? I always dreamed of it. I always dreamed there's one particular kid at school. I always dreamed I'd love to get my hands on him, because but now I think to myself, I hope he's in a good place. Do you know what I mean? I hope his life is as abundantly fruitful as mine is. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, I hope that anybody out there who had their moment of glory with me at school, you know, I don't seek that anymore. I used to. It used to be what got me through the day. You know, I hope I get to meet that person. Do you know what I mean? Because I'll really show them. Do you know what I mean? I'll make them experience pain like they've never experienced before. Do you know what I mean? Because at that point in my life, I knew how to do it very, very successfully. And now I'm in a place of peace. Do you know what I mean? And I wish peace on everybody. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you've done me wrong, it's like, well, look, we're grown up now. We're men. Do you know what I mean? If that's the person that you still are, then I kind of feel sorry for you, bro. Because you haven't grown.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, and it like I say, it just takes personal growth, and it's a lifelong pursuit. Maybe one day they'll wake up 56, 57 years old, and that's when they'll get it.
Yeah.
They might be lonely as fuck, but they'll get it. Do you know what I mean? So that's my move. I would say that's my closing comment for that, is that, you know, just, you know, wish peace upon everybody and just be cool.
Wicked. All right, Max, we're gonna call it there, mate. Wicked interview. Wicked. We can learn so much. That's great. I'm gonna keep saying that all day. I'm learn so much.
No, it's cool, man. It's cool.
So listen, I'm gonna invite you back to talk about some issues, because there are so many things that I know you've got a view on. Working
with kids in care, county lines. Trust me.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I got stuff.
Don't worry, we're gonna do stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, even if you can't be here in person, with your phone interview.
Yeah, we can Skype it, whatever.
Skype or whatever, man.
But I mean, I'm only through the tunnel, so it's not difficult.
Yeah. So, and you know where I am now.
Yeah. It's a piece of cake.
Yeah, wicked.
Maybe we'd, like, you know, we'll do a dinner, and, you know, we'll do one after or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Definitely. All right, thanks so much. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
GM, the life coach. Only on Speaker.com, YouTube, Spotify, Google and Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Castbox. Like, share, and subscribe now.